Chelmsford High School hockey contest featuring the Chelmsford Lions against the Austin Prep Cougars. Both teams coming in with very successful seasons thus far. The Lions out of the Merrimack Valley Conference, the Cougars out of the Central Catholic Conference. My name is Bruce Byam. I'm working as usual along with Howie Neal, statistician Ronna Berman, and our photographer Pat Lee. Howie, Austin Prep brings a number of different towns into this hockey game tonight.
They do, Bruce. They have an all-star team of sorts, but a very young team, a lot of sophomores and freshmen, but a very good team. People to watch for tonight are number 11, Villeneuve, number 3, Alex Souza, who's a Barica native, a sophomore, 6 feet, 175. A very well-coached, well-drilled program. They will be a handful for the Lions tonight.
Chelmsford coming off a defeat earlier this week at the hands of Waltham by a 4-3 score, and they jump right back into the frying pan tonight with Austin Prep.
Right. It's a great tribute to the Chelmsford program that these teams want to play Chelmsford. They respect the type of program that Chelmsford has. Waltham, a much bigger town, bigger school. Austin Prep, a parochial Catholic school that draws from a number of towns and gets some very good players.
Lions will have to be at their best tonight in order to come out of this victorious. They're up front with Todd Fletcher, Richie Burt, and a shot to hit the post right away on Castano. And the Lions almost gave up a goal in the first few seconds of this game. The pipe saved their lives this time. On defense, Timmy Ivers and Krista Pasalakis. Chelmsford gets the puck out of their end. It comes to center ice where Austin Prep maintains control of it and shoots it back in. John Reardon stepped into the Vienno of Austin and leveled him, but the Cougars keep the play in the Chelmsford end. Pasalakis tries to dig the puck out of the corner with Timmy Ivers. And there's a scrum in the corner, and finally Apostolakis bangs it up to the point. But Ivanov, the defenseman, keeps it in. All Austin here in the opening moments of play. Chelmsford can't seem to get their sticks on the puck. Austin skating well, shooting well, and it's just a matter of time. Boy, I thought that puck was in, Howie.
It rolled across the crease.
Right. Referee waved it off, but the Lions need a face-off here and can't get one. Amazing start for Austin Prep. Finally, Richie Burt has control of the puck, shoots it in, and Coach Fletcher looks for a line change. That was close four times, I would say.
Brian's in for a long night, I'm afraid, at the moment.
Scholar coming down the left wing, broken up by Jimmy Scanlon behind the net. The Lions now skating Patno, David Leach, and Steve Valeri out front. This is all Austin Prep right now. Looks like they're on the power play. Stolen and a breakaway. This is David Leach shooting and saved by the Tanner, the goaltender for Austin Prep. Tanner, a native of Andover, Massachusetts, Merrimack Valley School. Austin shoots the puck out, chased down by Jimmy Scanlon. He shoots it up to David Leach. Comes behind the net. Chelmsford did have one nice chance with David. Might have been able to skate that puck in a little bit closer on that try, maybe, Howie.
We thought we heard some footsteps. Wanted to unload before he really wanted to.
This is Scanlon out to center ice, shot back in. Apostolakis chases it behind his goal. Dumps it behind the net to Scanlon. Scanlon to Leach. It's the official, though, and that didn't help the Lions either. Out front, Austin just walked right out of the corner with that one. That's number 16 for Austin, Matanisi. If this were a football game, we'd have to have a clock on time of possession, I think, Howie. The Lions ice the puck and they get a face-off, but it's back in the Chelmsford zone.
All right, I think the Lions are skating uphill from their zone tonight.
I'm sure that Austin Prep is determined to come out and in the visiting rink to establish the tone of play here, and thus far they've done exactly that. Taking the face-off is Mark Trahan. Trahan is on with Frazier and Gray. And on defense, we have Brian O'Connell and Jimmy Scanlon. This is Scanlon skating behind his net. Feeds it back into the corner and bounced out nicely by Matt Frazier. Mark Trahan trying to get control of it, could not do that, and it shot into the Austin bench. So with 11 minutes, 46 seconds in the first period of action, it's no score, but a couple of pipes and looked like one went through the crease.
Lots of opportunities for Austin and one for us so far. The Lions, I think, will step it up. They may have had a wake-up call with Austin jumping all over them the way they have.
Sometimes if you can sustain that initial surge and then you can actually get control of the game a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Austin back into the jump foot zone again. Behind the net, Apostolakis shoves the man off the puck, and it's skated out and dumped out by Reardon. Misconnections with Fletcher along the sideboard. Apostolakis can't get it into the Austin zone, and now he does, and shoved in by Richie Burt. Chased back there by Todd Fletcher. He centers it, and Sean Reardon not able to get his stick on it. Apostolakis steps up, keeps the puck in, and it bounces to Todd Fletcher, and it's out now. Lions sustaining a little bit of pressure with their top line. This is Reardon overskating the puck, and coming back up ice is Grant for Austin Prep. Shoots it into the corner. Chased in the corner by Timmy Ivers. Sean Reardon. Number 7 is Frank Powers for Austin Prep. Powers shoots it toward the goal, and it's collected by Ivers. He winds up and skates it up along the right wing to Reardon. He can't get it into the zone, though. Austin doesn't even let the puck get into the zone very often. Finally, Richie Burt shoots it in and hits the referee again. That's twice he's been in the way. So we're playing 5 guys, 6 guys, and a couple of referees. And we got a whistle for a hand pass, I believe.
Right.
All right, so we're going to have a face-off with 10 minutes, 15 seconds showing in the first period. Shots so far are 5-1 in favor of Austin, and that's just about the way the game's gone.
Sean Patno, Valeri, and David Leach are on right now, along with Scanlon and Adam McHugh, defense.
Puck comes back to McHugh. McHugh to Valeri. Valeri can't get it in. Jimmy Scanlon winds up over the red line, and he throws it into the corner. Chased in there by Sean Patno. Patno checks his man. Valeri behind the net. Scanlon steps up. Can't quite keep it in, but David Leach helps him, and the puck is still in. The Lions do a nice job at the blue line. Valeri, Patno, and McHugh keeps the puck in. Patno again. This is number 14 for Steve Caparo for Austin Prep. On net, Valeri, Leach trying to calm the puck down. It's bouncing a little bit. Hangs in there with it. Good pressure by the Lions here now.
Pressure here, yes. Patno and David Leach doing a nice job in the corners.
And up the left wing comes number 4 for Austin Prep, Jonathan Maniff. And we have a whistle. And the teams are changing up with 9 minutes, 14 seconds. Lions have withstood the initial surge. And
They have. They're starting
to skate.
Yep, they're skating.
This is Mark Trahan winning the faceoff. And coming up across the blue line is Ivanov, the defenseman. Ivanov is a defenseman from Dracut, Massachusetts. So we're seeing a lot of Merrimack Valley players here, Howie.
Yes. Well, it's an easy commute down 93 to the Austin campus.
It's amazing that, as I said in the initial introduction, that the Cougars skate players from 15 different towns, and that's a big task to overcome. This is number 3, blasting one, the defenseman. That's Souza, and he's got a rifle for a shot. Souza has the puck. It's bounced away from him. chased into the corner. Apostolakis flips it into center ice. Nice job by Chris.
Nice job there, Chris.
Central, I keep calling them Central, I'm sorry. Austin Prep right back into the offensive zone. And once again, they come back. Nice dump off pass. Taken behind the net by number 11, Alex Viano. He's the captain. And the Lions change up. Puck comes back into Chelmsford territory. 7 minutes, 57 seconds to play in period 1. No score in the game. Todd Fletcher fires it off the boards, trying to connect with his line mate. Richie Burt comes off his stick and shot back into the Chelmsford zone. Kind of a game where you certainly need your goalie to be sharp because you know he's going to be tested. Timmy Ivers up the center. Todd Fletcher kicked in by Richie Burt into the left wing corner. And Central gets it out. Center ice. Austin Prep gets it out. Gonna have to get these two Catholic schools straight here. And it's tied up by Tanner for a face-off. Tanner hasn't seen that puck in a while.
Becoming acquainted with it.
Right. Wanted to get a look at it, see if it was still the same thing. 7 minutes, 16 seconds in the first period. No score. Chelmsford, Austin Prep. This is Valeri taking the face-off for the Lions. He's on with Patno and Leach. Puck comes to the center. It's poked toward the corner by Leach. He chases it there. Central tries to come out with it. It's kept in by the Lions defense. Into the corner. David Leach behind the net to Valeri.
Valeri tried a little one-time pass to...
Right, nice idea. You're right, Howard.
Just hit the side of the net. It was a nice idea.
Into the corner. Skated down by Brian O'Connell. He takes the check. And gets the puck up the boards to David Leach. Not out, though. This is...
Maniff is in the corner.
And finally, the Lions do get it out. This is Sean Patno chasing it down. And it comes back to Central, to Boston. They have a 3-on-2 break. And the shot is wide, deflected by O'Connell. Scanlon behind the net. Starts it out. He has a little bit of a rush going here with Patno. The puck is tied up along the sideboards. And Jimmy Scanlon shoots it in, and Coach Fletcher wants a line change. This is Frazier coming out now with Trahan and Gray. O'Connell on defense, behind his net. Good action, Howie, in this game.
Excellent action. Two good skating teams. Passes have been crisp.
And we've got an icing call against Chelmsford with 5 minutes, 46 seconds in the first period. Austin appears to be a very good skating team.
They skate very well. And, the sources have told me that their goalies are very good, no matter which of the three that they play. But their defensemen are outstanding, and a lot of shots get knocked down by the defensemen, so that the goalies don't have as many saves during the game.
And we have a whistle. Looks like a penalty here. Oh, Coach Fletcher doesn't like that call at all, and you can hear him way up here chastising one of the officials. And it's going to be a penalty on the Lions, and it's going to be to Richie Burt. So Chelmsford's going to go a man down with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first period.
Okay, the penalty killers: Todd Fletcher, Jimmy Scanlon, Sean Patno, Sean Reardon, and Chris Apostolakis.
I think this is an important minute and 30 seconds, Howie. Boston has had the pressure on with full strength, and now they do have the advantage. So Chelmsford needs really to come up big here. Apostolakis trying to get the puck behind his net, and scaling the puck out nicely is Sean Reardon. Yeah, we almost had a hook there. We were lucky that the stick was let go. Shooting a puck on net is number 3 for Austin, Alex Souza, the defenseman. And we have a whistle, and it's offside. Right, that's a break for Chelmsford. 58 seconds on the Austin power play. That penalty is to Richie Burt for cross-check, was it?
Interference.
Interference, sorry.
So Coach Fletcher's complaint was that the puck was on the player's stick. The referee didn't see it that way and thought Richie prevented him from getting to the puck.
Todd Fletcher makes a nice play after getting a pass from Jim Scanlon to get that puck out of their end. 40 seconds showing on the power play. Chelmsford trying to kill off this, and an errant pass comes to Jim Scanlon, and he shoots it back. Sean Patno 2-on-1 with Fletcher, and a nice defensive play. As you said, Alex Souza prevented Todd Fletcher from coming in alone. But the Lions are doing a nice job on this power play, and they dump it back in. 20 seconds left on the Austin power play. Austin has one rush left here if they can get organized. And coming across the line and being hit by both Timmy Ivers and Apostolakis, this number 11, Alex Viano. Jumps it with a break now if they choose to take it. And jumped in by Valeri. Teams are at full strength, and the Lions, Howie, have killed off that power play.
Nice job. They did a nice job of preventing Austin from getting set up in any type of power play formation.
Mr. Apostolakis at center ice. Can't let down, though. This is a place where you still need to keep skating hard. Chelmsford trying to get control of the puck, and no one can. Apostolakis bangs into a couple of people. Sean Patno bangs into a player. Players in the Chelmsford end. Whoa, Austin almost walked in that time, and a nice save by Castenblay. 3 minutes, 29 seconds, no score.
Very fast skating period, Bruce. They're doing a nice job. Both teams played very well. Austin has definitely taken the play to Chelmsford, but Chelmsford has stepped up and made some nice plays of their own.
Austin Prep is a constant Elite 8 hockey team. They have been in that grouping many years, and rightfully so. They're a small school in number, but hockey is their sport. Face-off in the Chelmsford end, controlled by Austin, and it's going to be knocked out. Kevin Gray trying to hit number 12 for the Lions, Chris Greenwood. Austin skates it back with Anisi. Broken up by Mark Trahan. Stick came up a little, but no call. Falling down in the Adam McHugh, but Greenwood is able to get control of the puck. Jimmy Scanlon dumps it behind his net. And this is Adam McHugh up to center ice. He gets the puck out, and that's offside. Austin player didn't clear the zone. 2:52 left in the first period. These teams have a couple of common opponents, Howie. I know that they have played Bill Ricker and they played Matignon to this point. Lost to Bill Ricker and defeated Matignon.
Well, we're in the same, we've beaten Matignon and Bill Ricker. So
that's right.
Maybe that's an omen.
Let's hope so. This is Todd Fletcher trying to chase the puck down. Richie Bird in the corner looking for the puck. Knocks his man down and gets the control of the puck. Todd out front. Had Sean Patno and Sean Reardon closing. Stepping up is Timmy Ivers. But Austin comes back across the blue line and dumps it into the Chelmsford end. And Tim Ivers shoots it around behind the net. And it comes loose to Austin. Chelmsford had control, but they overskated it, and Austin maintained it. Behind the net, coming out front, Austin with the pressure still. They've done a good job against Chelmsford's first line, Howie.
Yes, they have. They've matched up very well.
And it comes back to Powers at the point. He can't quite keep it in, and Chelmsford breaks out now. 2-on-3. Todd Fletcher shoots it on goal, just wide to Richie Burt. To Todd Fletcher behind the net. Todd tries to shoot it out front, and it comes between the defensemen. Ivers and Apostolakis play catch with it, and Ivers shoots it back in. Minute and 40 seconds left in the first period. A quick moving first period. Nice pass by Ivers to Fletcher. Fletcher, nice pass. Nice one-timer is right by Sean Reardon. Deflected. You hit the nail on the head with the comment about the Austin defensemen. They don't let too many shots get to their goalie.
No, they do a good job of screening and preventing shots from getting through.
One of the rare face-offs in the Austin end. Minute 30 seconds in the first period of play. Valeri taking the face-off.
Lynch and O'Connell on the wings. draw from Valeri. Jimmy Scanlon sitting back here on the blue line.
Have a whistle here. I think one of the Austin captain, Viano, came to the bench, and the official's not going to allow that change. He's going to.
His elbow pads are exposed, and they're a little.
He's going to send him off now till he gets that taken care of. They look like a couple of weapons.
Yes. Well, I think the plastic is showing through on them. They need to get him covered.
All right, back to action. Here we go. A little scrum in the corner. Patno keeps it in, centers it, and blocked again by the defense. Oh, David Leach just had the puck just jump over his stick. Had a nice chance. David's been getting more and more chances in the last few games. Brian O'Connell tries to get the puck out, takes the hit for doing it, and the puck comes to center ice. We have 1 minute showing in the period. David Leach doing some nice back checking. And David overskates it again, but the puck does come out. And the Lions have control of it now. I think they'd like to get to the dressing room here and get this period over with and talk about things a little bit.
They've done some good things. And
here's the goal. I knew that there was little confusion, and scoring that goal for Austin Prep. Let's see if we can get his number. He's covered up by his teammates now. There's a little confusion when Jim Scanlon at defense and his defense partner, and I think they both thought the other one was going for the puck.
It's Kaiser, number 17, Kevin Kaiser from Pelham, New Hampshire.
Yes, Kevin is a sophomore, and he's been scoring. Noticed in their past few games, has been scoring very well. So that goal is going to come at the 14:22 mark of the first period. And that's a tough goal for the Lions to give up at this point in the hockey game. Austin has another break now. And it was Kaiser. Coming back is Richie Bird for Chelmsford. Richie keeps it in. 14 seconds left. Puck comes behind the net, and Austin tries to get it out, and end the period. 3 seconds. This is Powers with a shot, and it almost got through the 5-hole there, I thought for a second. The period comes to an end, and this was a plus for Austin, this period.
Yes, it was. Right.
They lead on the scoreboard 1-0, but they certainly dominated this period from the very first face-off until the last shot in this period, doing an excellent job. Chelmsford had 5 shots and Austin 13, and that pretty well signifies how the period went.
Right. Brian Castaway was quite busy, and the Chelmsford Lions did a good job keeping the puck out of the net and helping Brian out until the very end. Kaiser there, number 17, Kevin Kaiser, took a slap shot just inside the circle in the right wing. It got through between the post and the skates of Brian Castaway.
So we'll be back with second period action in just a few moments. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Ronna Berman, and Pat Lee. Glad you could join us for second period action. Chelmsford Lions and the Austin Prep Cougars. Austin scoring the lone goal of the first period at the 14:22 mark. A late goal, but Austin dominated, Howie, that first period of play.
They did. They carried the play to the Lions, and I think that the Lions should feel pretty good that they didn't get scored on more in this period, but I think they're going to come back and maybe tie this up early on. I'd like to see the Lions put a couple of passes together. I could see passes that were just off the mark. The timing was just a tad off, but I'd like to see them come back and to get one now.
And I think that in order to do that, they certainly have to turn up the skates just a little bit better. Austin Prep is an excellent skating team. We were remarking between periods that at their youth, not only do they have that youth, but they also have speed, and their defensemen have done an excellent job keeping the puck clear of Dave Tanner in goal.
They have. This is probably the best skating team we've seen.
I would absolutely agree with that. Apostolakis trying to gain control of the puck, and Richie Burt does, and he throws it into Apostolakis, but broken up by Austin Prep, and Apostolakis is hit from behind, but no call on the play. Todd Fletcher controls the puck, shoots it up over the blue line to Apostolakis, and he's knocked off the puck by Souza. This is Sean Ridd throwing it in front, no one there for the Lions. Skated off by Mark Ivanov of Austin Prep, and we've got an icing call. So already we've started a little bit better in this period.
That's right. Maybe the ice hasn't tilted and it's still down this end, so we're going to have our shots.
We can't go too much further without commenting on that this is really hockey season. This type of weather we've been having lately, the ice must be real hard, fast.
Right.
Probably just the way the players like it.
Sure, this is just what they want. They want a real fast track.
Boston coming 2-on-1. Ivers back on defense. The shot is wide, and the Lions dodge a bullet there. They won the faceoff and took the puck up. Kaiser fighting for it in the corner. He is a sophomore, and the Lions, almost had a nice breakaway there, and it's icing. Just ahead of Sean Ridd, and he would have broken in alone. So an icing call at 14:02 of the second period.
I said at the opening of the period, if we just make a little connection with some of these passes, we'll be in business because we're right there.
All right, the Lions are having a face-off in their own end. This is Valeri taking a face-off. McHugh missed the clear, and the puck is out front, and it's a scramble out front, and it's cleared away by the Lions.
Nice leg save by
Castonguay did a nice job. You're right, Howie. Chumps are trying to keep the puck in, but not having much success in doing that. It comes across
and offside.
This is number 11 for the Lions. It's Adam McHugh, the defenseman. But fortunately, offside, and the face-off will come outside the Chelmsford zone. Boston seems to have not much of a letdown when they go one line to another.
No, there's not much of a drop-off at all. They have a good 1 and 2 lines, and the third line is very capable as well.
And they have quality defensemen. Puck is shot out of the rink, and we're going to have another face-off just inside the blue line. Souza shot the puck up into the part of the crowd. Reasonable crowd here tonight, considering what the weather has been.
Well, they're coming in here to get warmed up.
I think so. That's right. Valeri taking the face-off, and Austin wins it, but they can't get it out, and now they do. And dragging the puck in is number 4, skating out in front, and nice save by Castonguay. That was Manoff.
Another nice stick save.
Castonguay has been tested in this game repeatedly. 13-16, and already there are 4 shots, is that correct, on goal, and 4 quality shots on goal.
Shots have come in spurts. They haven't been individual. The 2 or 3 at a time. That last flurry that Brian did a nice job.
Brian has been sharp, and thankfully so. Austin trying to skate the puck out front again, and this is Mark Trahan clearing it up the wing to Matt Frazier. Matt skates it down, takes the hit, puck comes into the corner. Behind the net, that was Kevin Gray. And it's behind the net again, and Gray checks his man, the puck comes loose. Shot up the boards, but not out. The Lions keep it in. This is Apostolakis trying to hit somebody out front, and centering pass. I thought possible takedown there. Coming up is the left wing, centering it, and covered nicely by the Lions. The puck is thrown back into the corner. Another nice play by Ivers on defense. This is Trahan shoots it on goal, and it goes up off the netting behind the Austin Prep goalie. Lions' first shot on goal, was it? First in this period. And it came from about the blue line almost.
Right, just inside the blue. Tanner deflected it up into the net. That's why the face-off is to his left.
Tanner is a sophomore goaltender.
Nice
Going to see him for a few years.
Sean Reed made a nice attempt there. Tanner made a nice save.
Jimmy Scanlon up to Richie Burt to Todd Fletcher. Fletcher shoots it on goal. Nice shot by Todd. Tanner makes the save. Lions try to keep it in. They do. And on goal. Nice shot by Sean Reardon. Chased behind the net by Sean. Checking his man, tying him up. Richie Burt comes in to clean up, grab the puck. Gets it back to the point. And fed again to Richie. Richie throws it in the corner. Good pressure here by Chelmsford. Todd Fletcher knocked off the puck. And I think we're going to have the first Austin Prep penalty of the hockey game.
Calling it on number 5.
That's Mike Ivanov, also a sophomore from Drake, Massachusetts. So the Lions are going to go on the power play at the 3:18 mark of the 28 mark of the second period. Puck is down. Austin wins the faceoff and fires it out of the zone. Gastonguay calms it down. Jimmy Scanlon starts it back for the Lions. He's on with Todd Fletcher and Sean Patno versus Apostolakis. This is Apostolakis throwing the puck into the corner behind the net. Chased down by Patno. No one else there for the Lions, though. Puck is behind the net and shot down onto Gastonguay. Gastonguay makes the save, and Jimmy Scanlon looks to get the power play started. He starts it back. Left wing to Todd Fletcher. He carries it into the Austin zone, shoots it behind the net. Sean Patno there to collect it. Todd Fletcher check, and Austin has the puck again, and they can't get it out. Nice play by Apostolakis. And this time it does come out. We have 26 seconds left on the Chelmsford power play. Not very effective power play at that. And here comes a break now with Sean Reardon, and he's knocked off the puck by the Austin defense. They stand right up and take the body. Coming back up ice. They're about to go back to full strength. This is Powers breaking in. Dumps it off, and they've killed the power play. Scanlon shoots the puck up ice, and Apostolakis clears it in.
Had a delayed offside call, and because we didn't touch the puck.
And puck comes to Gastonguay, and he covers it, and we're going to have a face-off with 9:42 in the second period.
One of our more effective power plays there, Bruce. I thought we would get more out of it. We dumped it in, but we weren't able to collect it in the corners and set anything up.
Very impressed by the quickness of Austin Prep. They are a very fast skating, quick hockey team. This is Brett trying to get the puck out, and he can't do it. Comes behind the net to Adam McHugh. Adam fires it off the boards to Timmy Ivers, and up to Burt again, and he can't get the puck out. And finally it comes out, and Austin shoots it back in. Timmy Ivers behind his net, looking for someone to pass it to Richie Burt. And Richie jumps it still not. Now they get the puck out. Skating and firing the puck in is Valeri. Behind the net, Burt checks his man. And quickly, Austin just accelerates that puck out of their own end. This is Souza flying through center ice. Slap shot, hit the post. He had Gastonguay beaten, and he just walked up the center of the rink.
No one stepped up to meet him.
No, he just had a blue blazer from right dead on, and it hit the top to the right of Brian Castleton. Fortunately, it's still a 1-0 hockey game. Lions need to compete a little bit here, Howie. They need to really get themselves going here. And a goal. Austin won the faceoff, and
they threw it back to Caparo, number 14, and he hit a slap shot. And they had a little screen in front of Brian, and he didn't see it, and it went in the top left corner.
Another sophomore. This team is just loaded with sophomores, freshmen, a couple of juniors. Their roster is looking for some seniors here, and boy, there aren't too many on this hockey team. Looks like maybe 2 of them on the hockey team. Here they come again, and another quality save by Brian Castleton. As you can hear, at 6:25, the goal scorer was Steve Caparo from Jonathan Maniff to give Austin Prep a 2-0 lead. And they're not satisfied. They're just coming back for more. The Lions trying to break out, and they do get the puck up to center ice. Todd Fletcher just onside. Breaking in is the Lions have a goal. A great goal. Richie Bird, I believe, Howie. I think.
Nice tenacious checking there to get the puck off of Austin Prep's defenseman. And
boy, that was a goal that we really needed there. I think the goal scorer was Richie Bird, and I think it's going to be from Todd Fletcher and from Sean Ridden, I believe. And that goal comes at the 6:50 mark of the second period, 2-1. Play looked possibly to be offside.
That's what the Austin bench is complaining if there was some offside there, but
boy, it sure looked close from up here. Richie Bird dragged his leg, and it was Richie. So the Lions are back in the hockey game with a real nice goal, second effort by Richie Bird, cutting the lead in half. Players back in, the Chelmsford end. Behind the net, Chris Apostolakis skates the puck up, and we have a whistle. Well, the door is open, I guess. Too bad the Lions had a nice breakout going.
Nice pass, nice breakout, yeah.
Somebody forgot to lock the door.
Lions have to be careful of now. They may have woken up the Cougars. They don't look very happy when they came off the bench after that last goal. The Cougars are flying right now. The Lions need to stay with them. Certainly the coaches weren't happy, and they might have had a legitimate beef. But we've seen a couple go against the maroon and white, too. Right. In the course of the game, in the course of the season, a lot of the calls even out.
True. Official has come over to the Austin bench now, and he's talking to the coaches, and I think he's probably heard about enough about the call. Call's been made, and the game is going to be played. I think he just told the coaches that. Jimmy Scanlon now with the puck. And to David Leach. Valeri chasing it down. It comes to center ice. It's poked away. And this is Souza with a great shot, and he's poke checked. The puck comes off his stick. Austin winds up again. Doesn't take them long
by Adam McHugh to break that up.
Doesn't take them long to get organized, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, they know the system pretty well, and Coach Flanagan has done a nice job with it.
This is Leach trying to tie up his man. It comes to Valeri. Valeri across ice to his winger, Sean Ridden. Ridden tries to cut in, and he's poke checked. David Leach keeps it in, throws it to the corner. Sean Patno behind his net, takes the hit. And the Lions picked up the pace a little bit themselves, and a little bit of job forechecking here. Austin shoots the puck in. 6:42 left in the second period. 2-1. Austin Prep. Patno trying to get the puck out. And it comes. Oh, we got a holding penalty.
I think it's on
Number 5. Yeah. There's a break for the Lions. They're going to get it on the power play for the second time tonight. So at the 8:28 mark of the second period, the Lions are going to go on their second power play. Let's see if the Lions can establish this power play a little better than the last one, Howie.
Let's see if they can. I think the hitting, Austin team is hitting very hard. Johnson's got to feel their effects later on, so they've got to get their scoring opportunities now.
Scanlon to Apostolakis. Apostolakis scales it in, and they're looking for another offside call, and there's a shot on goal by Jimmy Scanlon. Austin Prep coaches are not happy, but we have a breakaway. This is Bienio, and he shoots it. It goes up in the air, and saved by Castonguay. They had a short-handed breakaway. Todd Fletcher takes the bump, goes into the corner. That was number 14, Steve Caparo, one of their goal scorers, comes out front. Scanlon lines it up, shoots it, it's deflected, and saved Tanner. Then we have another whistle. And we've got a little bit of a scrum here. And we're going to have some penalties. Let's see what the officials call. I know Tanner was initially involved in it.
Fellow that's been throwing his weight around a lot for Prep is Alves. I think he's number 2. Mike Alves, the captain.
Senior captain. You're right, Howie. And
I don't know.
we have no penalties here?
No, I don't think that's.
Wow. Amazing. Let him play. Scanlon shoots it in. We have 39 seconds left in a power play, and this is a big hit by Patno. One-timer and great shot by Patno. That was ridden on the check. That one hurt Tanner a little bit, I think. And playing good defense is Jimmy Scanlon. Back over the line comes Patno. He rags the puck, shoots it into the corner. There's still 17 seconds. A good power play by the Lions. Pass, oh, right over Todd Fletcher's stick. Nice idea by Reed.
The passes have been there, just a little bounce.
Here come the Lions in again, and Tanner gloves it and holds on. He gets a face-off. The power play is over. 5 minutes, 1 second in the second period of action.
Much better power play by the Lions there. That, kept Tanner busy, and they had some great opportunities. He made some nice saves. And the Lions have really bounced back.
How are we doing on shots on goal in this period now? Okay, face-off in the Austin end. The shots in this period are 11 for Austin Prep and 8 for Chelmsford, so a much more even period. But Howie, the hitting in this period has certainly picked up, as you pointed out earlier. This game is not for the faint of heart tonight. No one can really get a handle to the puck here in the Chelmsford end. David Leach, Timmy Ivers now shoots the puck up to the boards to Richie Burt. They're trying to get it out. They cannot. Central man is open in front, and whoa, just missing the short side for the Austin Prep team. Puck comes loose again to the point. This is Souza. He fires it back in. David Leach cannot get it out. And another shot. And this is a shooting gallery now for Austin Prep. Trying to get the puck out and cannot do it as Richie Burt. Chased into the corner by Valeri. 2 Lions come together. Chelmsford needs a face-off here someplace. And trying to get the puck out again, and finally they do. In center ice. Delayed offside, 3 minutes, 40 seconds showing. And once again, the Lions fail to get it out. Comes to center ice and shot back in. Stopped there by Ivers. Makes a nice play to get it out. Once again, when we get it out, we get it just out. And
Fletcher's looking for an icing and hasn't been able to get one.
he wants to get a line change, and finally we get a whistle for a face-off. Wow, that was about, I would say, almost a minute and a half of sustained Boston action.
Right, we got a little sloppy in our own end there, and had a hard time getting it out of the zone. And fortunately, Brian was able to tie it up to get the face-off and get a line change, as the intensity was at a high level.
Brian Castonguay has played an excellent hockey game tonight. He has seen a lot of rubber thrown at him, and he has been up to the challenge for the most part tonight. Adam McHugh dumps it back behind his net and kicked into the goal. Oh, jumpsuit giveaway, and Austin Prep with a goal. Turnover for the Lions resulted in an Austin Prep goal, making the score 3-1. Just a matter of time, I think, though, before they scored that goal. Since the Chelmsford power play, they have not been able to get organized defensively. And for the second time tonight, they find themselves trailing by 2 goals. Back over the line, the puck comes to center ice. Ivers with the puck. He falls down. Oh. This is Todd Fletcher. Centers the puck. And it's loose in front, and the Lions score. Chelmsford has a goal. They're right back again.
Todd Fletcher threw it out in front after a nice stop, and it got tied up in the skates. All the players lost sight of it, and Sean Patno was able to tuck it in.
So
a goal.
Patno from Fletcher at least, and a real nice goal for the Lions, coming at a great time for the Lions. 12:15 mark of the second period. Did we get the last Austin Prep goal? And the goal scorer for them was Frank Powers. So the Lions have scored again, and here they come, 3-on-2. Fletcher out front, behind the net, trying to center it. Jimmy Scanlon trying to keep the puck in. Here comes Sean Patno, caught on defense, forces the man wide. Sean Reardon, rather, forces the man wide. And Chris Apostolakis coming back and tying him up. Jimmy Scanlon behind his net. And we have a penalty. And I think we've got Austin again. This looks like Ivanov. He's going to go for 1 minute and 30 seconds with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third period. That last Chelmsford goal was from Ivers and Fletcher.
Going off the roughing. Tim Ivers did a nice job on that potential 2-on-1 break down here. He dropped down to the...
Lions have changed goalies here now momentarily. This is a tactic that Coach Fletcher uses to rest his players a little bit. I think he wants his power, they've been out there a long time, wants his power play back out there. So he's changed goalies, I don't think for very long though. And this is Joe Maccarell going into goal. Gives his team a little bit of a chance to rest its legs. Brian Castonguay has played real well, and I'm sure that this is just a...
Just to get back to my point, Tim Ivers dropped down and prevented Austin Prep from getting that 2-on-1. And then he bounced back up and was able to get the puck in the corner and pass it up the side, up the wing board to his defenseman up here and got it out of the zone. And that was a big opportunity for Austin that went by the board because of Tim's toughness there.
So the Lions have competed really well in this second period after a tough start in the hockey game. They have been even with Austin Prep, 2 goals each. They really would love to get the equalizer here before the end of the third period, on the end of the second period, so we can start the third period even. And this is a little bit of a risky move right here, Howie.
Yes, looking back over the first period, Austin scored their first goal late in the first period. With only 14 seconds left, I think it was. So you know that Austin's going to skate until the buzzer. So hopefully Joe Macarell is warmed up enough and he's up to the task for the next 2 minutes, because he's going to see, he may see some rubber in a while. But on the other side, Coach Fletcher's thinking, well, we got a power play for a minute and a half. Perhaps we can keep the puck down the Austin end of the ice.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that at the first stoppage in play, he can put Brian Castonguay back in goal, I believe.
I believe he can.
So that may be exactly what you see. Hopefully the first stoppage play will be a goal for the Lions. All right, we're back ready to go with the final 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Official drops the puck, and the Lions win the faceoff. Back to Scanlon. He shoots it up to Apostolakis and back to Scanlon. He drags it through center ice, finds Todd Fletcher, and he dumps it in nicely. But the puck comes out, and it's a foot race now. Sean Ridd, Steve Patno rather, and the Austin Prep coaches are looking for a penalty here.
For an interference penalty.
Yep. And they might have had a beef. This is Patno, couldn't quite hold the puck, and we've got another call. The Lions are going to have a two-man advantage now for a minute and 1 second. Chelmsford is going to have a two-man power play, and Castonguay is coming back in goal.
Sousa's going out for elbowing.
So Chelmsford has a golden opportunity presenting itself. They have a two-man advantage for a minute and 1 second. Important right now to try to win the face-off, set up, and get a quality shot on Tanner. Fletcher does win the face-off. It comes back to Apostolakis. He throws it on goal. It's blocked nicely, and he skates back with the puck, though. He maintains control of it. Still with control. Back to Apostolakis again. Oh, a great chance for Sean Patno. Just off his stick. Scanlon. Patno closing. Apostolakis misfires on the puck. And it's Austin Prep behind the goal. Puck is not controlled by anybody. Comes out to Austin, and they clear the puck. 1 minute left and 20 seconds left on the two-man advantage for the Lions. They'll have a rush here with Todd Fletcher coming up through center ice. And we have Fletcher shooting and scoring! Todd just blasted one to the upper right-hand side of Tanner. And the Lions have scored and keep the man advantage. 8 seconds. The Austin Prep coaches are beside themselves, looking again for interference, Howie.
They're looking for the in that power play. They had the kind of a rub-off play, and Todd was able to break by the front forechecker and get in on the open ice on the left side and let a slap shot go in the top right-hand corner.
Looked like one of our old pick plays in basketball out here at center ice.
Exactly.
Chelmsford is still on the power play. There are 8 seconds to go, I believe. Now,
I hadn't seen that play from Coach Fletcher since Keith O'Coin and the boys were here back a few years ago. But there it was, and it paid off.
Give Todd Fletcher credit on that shot. It was labeled top. I think right
top
left-hand corner. Yes, got to get my right from my left here.
The goalie's left.
Yeah, goalie's left, our right. So at the 14-15 mark of the second period, the Lions have tied the score. Referees are talking to the timekeeper now, and I think there should be more than 8 seconds left. I think he took the penalty down for the wrong guy. Gotta get squared away here now. And time is going back up now on the clock. Chelmsford found itself down by scores of 2-0 and 3-1, and they have battled their way back to be tied now with Austin Prep at 3. Got to get through this remaining 45 seconds here now without any goals from Austin Prep. Still trying to get the
officials talking to let them know which one of the players can come out now, or when he can't come out. I think they have to wait for another stoppage of play.
I'm absolutely convinced, Howie, that these two officials are not going to be invited to the breakup dinner of Austin Prep hockey team this year, unless it's to roast them. Is right. Yeah, exactly. But in defense of the officials, I think the calls have been justified in terms of that they're legitimate calls.
Yeah,
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Austin started to take some liberties with their hitting, and I think the referees were watching and looking for the inopportune hit, like the elbowing over there. It was a questionable. It was a close one, but it had to be called because it was an elbowing penalty.
When you're a man down, as we've said earlier in some of the telecasts that we've done, that we didn't quite make it to prime time.
Right.
It's you don't take a penalty and put your team down 2 men. That really makes it tough for the goaltender.
I don't know what's
it's taking so long.
Okay, they've got up 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is what was there before.
Right.
So they were
still haven't put the
notes to see when the penalties were called, because they have that time written down, and they can determine from there who's.
Still don't have the goal put up yet for the Lions, but it is a 3-3 hockey game. Austin Prep is a young hockey team, and if you can get them rattled a little bit, I think you'll be in good shape. So we have 5-on-4 for 8 seconds, and it's 3-3.
45 seconds left in the period.
I think that they have to look back at Coach Fletcher's strategy of pulling the goaltender and getting some fresh legs. Yep. It worked out real well. It's hard for us to compliment Jack, but he did a nice job there.
I don't know how many times you can do this goalie switch. Maybe twice.
Right.
I'm not even sure if you can do it a second time.
I know that he doesn't get a warm-up if he comes back out. There's definitely no warm-up. He might be able to switch them a few times, but he plays cold.
Right, that may be.
All right, I think we're ready to go now. Referee is over trying to explain to the Austin coaching staff what his decision is.
Well, we now have 36 seconds left on the penalty.
Yeah, that's what I said before. I knew that the Lions scored with much more time than 8 seconds. That they had 36 or something in that vicinity. I was sure that I looked up as the goal was scored, and that's what it showed. So Lions have the puck for the power play for just about the end of this period. Pastelakis drives it in. He comes behind the net. Todd Fletcher unassisted at 14-15. And it's thrown out of the Chelmsford end, collected, and we've got a penalty. Unfortunately for the Lions, it's Pastelakis is going to get a penalty, and that's going to be at the 14:42 mark. And that one, whatever the Lions did next, you knew was going to get called out.
Yeah, definite hooking there.
Yeah.
Just
got his stick kind of caught around the Austin player. He tried to drop it, but it was too late. And the Lions are going to have to kill 18, almost 19 seconds of this period, and hopefully do that. And a shot off the back of the net. A blazing slap shot from the point. Austin has control of the puck out front, and the Lions gain control of it. And Todd Fletcher does a nice job to get it out. Austin Prep offside. And 0.4 of a second, so we're going to go to intermission. There's going to be 1 minute, 12 seconds starting the third period that the Lions are going to have to play a man down, but they've gotten the score tied at 3.
I say this period was in the Lions' favor.
And the puck is dropped, the buzzer goes, and the teams will go to the dressing room. Howie, you were about to say something about this period.
I think the Lions obviously came back with a fine effort, picked up 3 goals, but they really picked up their skating, made some nice passes, and the passes connected this time around. In the first period, the early going, the passes were just off the mark. The skaters were just a stride off the puck, but now they came back and made an excellent recovery, made some good plays. Todd Fletcher, Sean Ridden, Sean Patino, Chris Apostolakis, Adam McHugh, just to name a few of them.
To point that out a little bit more, Howie, along the same lines, the Lions were outshot in the period, but only by a 17-13 margin, and a much more evenly played period. I thought they really competed much harder in that period. This has the air of a playoff game to it.
Yes, it does. It's a real good contest here. We got one exciting period left with a 3-3 score.
And we'll be back with third period action. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal. Thank you. Folks, Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, statistician Ronna Berman, and cameraman Pat Lee, the Chelmsford Forum, Chelmsford High School, Austin Prep Hockey. Score is tied at the end of 2 periods, 3-3. Quickly recapping, the Lions got down 2-0 and 3-1, and they battled back, Howie, at the end of that second period to tie the score.
They did. They had some fortuitous power play opportunities and took advantage of them. And Todd Fletcher made a nice unassisted goal, and Sean Patino teamed up with Richie Burt for another goal, and that was a big explosion toward the end of the second period to tie the score.
Showing a lot of character coming back against a very fine hockey team. Austin Prep is a young hockey team, but they're also a team that I'm sure these young men have been playing since they could walk, and they have accumulated a team from 15 different communities and even gone into New Hampshire to find one of their fine players. The Lions will be skating a man down for 1 minute and 12 seconds starting out this third period, and I'm sure it would give them a lift if they could knock this power play off.
Right, they have to come out skating right away. They can't sit back and, as we were talking between periods, skate at a lower level. They have to skate up and play real heads-up hockey for this third period.
Lions have Ridden, Patino, Fletcher, and Scanlon on the ice, and the Lions win the face-off and they throw it down into the Austin end. This is Ridden forechecking, chasing the puck and breaking the play up, doing a nice job. They were sloppy, and he fires it out front, trying to connect with Patino, and he couldn't quite do that. And Austin Prep fires it in. Todd Fletcher first to the puck, takes the hit along the boards. Austin Prep shoots the puck toward goal, and the puck is at the feet of Brian Gaslingway. I don't think he saw it, Howie.
I don't know where. I don't know what happened there, and all of a sudden the puck was just lying in the crease.
I wanted to go out and get it myself. The Lions, 42 seconds, Austin Prep power play, and the face-off now is in the Chelmsford zone.
Ryan had it under control.
Oh, he sure did. Just wanted to give 2 old guys a little bit of heart failure up here. Puck is down, it comes back to Capro at the point. He fires it across, and Brian makes another save, and it's loose in front. It's a wild scramble, and the whistle is blown. Sean Ridden needs to keep his cool now. We don't need to go down 2 men. 34 seconds. And a face-off again in the Chelmsford end. Seems like the strategy for Austin is to shoot it from the point and then try to go and crash the goal.
Yeah, looking for a rebound and a loose puck. Put it away.
And Chelmsford wins the face-off and gets the puck out. And there's a skating race with Sean Ridden. And Patino collects the puck, shoots it wide.
Nice hustle by Sean and Sean.
That's right. The 2 Seans there. Central Austin, my goodness, I apologize, folks. Austin Prep coming back and jumps it, dumps it in. 13 seconds left on the power play. One more rush now for Austin. They're playing catch, and Sean Reardon doing a nice job, breaks it up again. Both Seans, yeah, even strength, and they've killed it off. Nice job by the Lions there. Puck comes to center ice. Coming across is Scola. Scola is knocked down nicely by Scanlon, and the Lions skate the puck back up the right side. This is Patno coming hard down right wing, tries to center it to Fletcher. Pastelakis keeps it in, takes the hit, and Todd Fletcher chases it into the corner, digs it, tries to dig it free. Nice work, gets some help by Sean Patno. And the Lions double team, and Austin has control of the puck. Scanlon closing, shot on goal.
Didn't quite get all of that.
Fletcher with the puck. Lions showing nice control of the game here. Fletcher fired, misfires. Lions doing a nice job here, keeping the pressure on. And back over the line comes Scola. He's double teamed and sandwiched in front. Puck comes behind the Chelmsford goal. It's loose, and we've got a whistle. I think the net knocked off again. Looks like
the puck
up on the back of the net.
Up on the back of the net.
Okay.
Referee lost sight of it, so he blew the whistle.
12 minutes, 39 seconds. Period 3. A fine high school hockey game. This is a playoff game type atmosphere. It's certainly at this particular point in the game it is. Two well-coached teams, excellent hockey players. Ivanov keeps the puck in. The blazer that goes wide. Chelmsford tries to get the puck out. They're penned in a little bit. Brian O'Connell misfires. Fights to get control, and we've got net knocked off this time. All right. Imagine playing this game years ago when that net didn't move. That must have been pretty brutal going into that net.
Right. Well, in college and high school and pros, the net is more permanent.
Yes, right. Shot in over the net. Brian Castingway got a piece of it. Richie Britt, center ice to Valeri. Valeri, nice pass up the wing to Leach. Leach throws it into the corner. Valeri tries to collect it and does. Feeds it back along the boards to Leach. Leach back inside to Valeri, playing catch behind the net. Pastelakis steps up, tries to keep the puck in, and it's covered by Timmy Ivers. And the Lions come back. Pastelakis and Leach. Collected by number 9, Jeff Grant, one of their captains. And he skates the puck through center ice and throws it into the left wing corner. Ivers goes back to get it. Apostolakis sort of looked at him, and Timmy stepped up to get it. And Ivers fires the puck back up along the boards to Ivanov. Ivanov behind the net. It's left there for Apostolakis. Lions hemmed in a little bit here. Comes to the point. Shot in. David Leach tries to get it out and skated out nicely by Valeri. Valeri throws it in, and the Lions look for a line change. This is Matt Frazier, nice stepping in here, and the Lions throw it in. Mark Trahan delayed offside. Lions clear the zone. 11 minutes in the third period. Pastelakis steals, tries to step in, knocked away. Kevin Gray shoots the puck into the corner. Chased in there by Alex Souza. Souza hit by Frazier. Mark Trahan tries to keep it in. Mark Trahan, a sophomore for the Lions. Nice play at the blue line. Ivanov tries to come up. He does. And shooting the puck up is Jim Scanlon. Mark Trahan has a partial breakaway down the right side. Centers it, and it comes to the goalie. And Tanner is able to cover it. Kevin Gray almost got a stick on that.
Nice action there. I was watching some of the passes that the Lions made. A couple of times Austin Prep has been in the spot because I think the Lions have telegraphed where the pass is going. And this last rush here, that wasn't the case. And the Lions moved the puck much better.
10-15 in the third period. Lions win the faceoff, and a shot by Reardon goes wide to the right side of the goalie for Austin Prep. It comes all the way down to the Chelmsford end. Jimmy Scanlon tries to step around an Austin player coming out, almost out. Now it's out. Sean Reardon, Vienu of Austin Prep fires the puck, and it goes way up, almost hit the ceiling over Brian Castonguay. So the faceoff will come just outside the blue line of the Lions.
Well, the Lions have come out skating real hard, staying right with Austin Prep. It's a real even played game right now.
It certainly is, Howie. Right now, it's really an even hockey game. Chelmsford seemed to come out a little bit flat in the beginning, but they've picked it up. Play is back in the Lion zone, and Austin Prep skates behind the Chelmsford goal. Todd Fletcher tries to get control, shoves it up to Richie Burt. It's out of the zone and shot back in. Brian O'Connell behind his own net. Looks for Burt, and it's shot back in. Nice play up the sideboards. Lions trying to get organized. Jimmy Scanlon with a nice pass up the side to Richie Burt. Richie Burt is all by himself, though. And it comes back. Brian O'Connell in a foot race. And coming wide and knocking the puck off the net. The Austin player scored.
The Austin player scored, but
fortunately the puck
the disc has to go in.
9 minutes and 4 seconds in the third period in a cold Chelmsford Forum. Very cold, saith our statistician. With hockey action like this, though, you can really get yourself into the game.
That's right. It's keeping you warm watching this game. This is a real hard played, hard skating, fast skating game.
High school hockey at its best, and certainly if you haven't seen the Lions play this year in person, you're missing a nice night of hockey, a nice night of entertainment. Chris Apostolakis, overskates the puck, and now he hooks the... Unfortunately, Chris misplayed the puck and took down an Austin player, and Chris is going off. So at the 6:05 mark of the third period, the Lions are going to be shorthanded for 1 minute 30 seconds, and one of their best defensemen in the penalty box.
All right, we have Fletcher, Burt, Reardon, and Patno. I'm sorry, not Jimmy Scanlon. Reardon and Patno with Fletcher out here, penalty killers.
This goes without saying, a key point in tonight's hockey game. Blasted from the point, and nice deflection by Patno, and he has a breakaway. Takes the puck to the corner, tries to keep it in, waste some time. Sean Reardon trying to interfere with the Austin player coming up the wing. Todd Fletcher behind his net, tries to get control. Takes down a man. The puck is loose behind the Chelmsford net. Comes free to Austin Prep. And Jimmy Scanlon shoots it on goal. 51 seconds on the Lion shorthanded situation.
Penalty on Apostolakis was hooking.
And this is Reardon doing some real nice forechecking in both of these last two shorthanded situations. Coming up to the Chelmsford end is Vienu, poked off his stick. He regains it. He circles his net, comes back to the point, and Chelmsford player Patno loses his stick. Puck goes off the boards, comes behind the Lion net in the corner. Fletcher tries to get control, and he's taken down, and we're going to have a penalty. So the Lions are going to get an opportunity for the power play themselves.
Tripping call on Vindu, number 11.
With 6 seconds left on the Austin Prep penalty, the Lions will have 1 minute 24. We're exactly at the midway point of the third period, 7 minutes 30 seconds. The bad feature of this is that the Lion power play is also pretty much the Lion penalty killers. So they're going to have to, we're going to have a change in goalie, Howie.
Now we get the third goal.
Yeah, we're going to warm up goalie number 3.
sophomore.
Jack is coaching right out of the league of the Frank Blakes of hockey up in Montreal here, using all the strategies. Alec Vigneault is the penalty in the penalty box for Austin Prep in the sin bin, right? And once again, jumps at really Jack taking a chance here, Howie, hoping that get his number one goalie back in there quickly.
Yeah, I think so. He's setting up his looks like 4-man, 4-on-4 they've got now. They got plenty of ice to work with.
Right.
For a short time.
Right.
But like you said, we're doing this to get the power play people who happen to be the penalty killers a little rest, keep their legs.
I'm not trying to take anything away from Kenny LeBlanc, but this is a tough spot for a sophomore who's seen limited action, and I'm not sure any action to speak of this year.
Right.
So he has to hold the fort.
Right?
Yeah. For a short period of time, anyway, he has to be the man. All right, let's see what happens.
As a goalie parent of the past, I think if you're going to step in the game, you might as well step in against the top competition.
Might as well. He's going to be the goaltender of the future at some point, I would imagine. All right, faceoff is just outside the blue line, and Austin Prep wins it. And they skated back into the Chelmsford zone and shot around the boards. And it's kept in by Austin Prep. This is not exactly what the Lions wanted. Now they get a chance to organize. Todd Fletcher with the puck.
Play now.
And here they come up through center, up the left wing. And Apostolakis trying to connect with Reardon there. Couldn't quite do it. Todd Fletcher keeps the puck in. It just keeps it in to Reardon in the corner. And shot down the end of the rink. Jimmy Scanlon is going to take it behind his net. And he's going to organize the power play with 40 seconds left. Apostolakis drills it in, and it hits the net, and now Jack will get his goaltender change. And with 36 seconds, the Lions will have a face-off just outside the Austin Prep blue line.
Right.
So the strategy worked. Almost a conversion on a pass across to Sean Patno.
Yeah, just misconnected.
6:36 in period number 3. Todd Fletcher with the puck, gains the red line and shoots it in. This is Sean Patno in the corner, playing catch with Sean Reardon. Shoots it back to Scanlon. Scanlon deep to Fletcher, has Patno free and looks to throw it back in behind the net. Back out to the point to Scanlon. Scanlon shoots it behind the net to Fletcher, out front, and another chance.
Nice try.
2 great saves by Tanner. Boy, the Lions had 2 big-time chances. Another one for Reardon, and it's full strength. And here comes Austin Prep back across the blue line. Lions need to organize now. And behind the net is Austin Prep. This is Patno flipping the puck out. Nice job. 5:40 left in period number 3. 3-3 score. Boy, you said that right, Howie. Those were great scoring opportunities. And Tanner came up big.
Made some nice saves.
Jimmy Scanlon breaks the play up. Has a man, Todd Fletcher's been on a long time. Todd shoots it to the corner. He's looking to get off. David Leach chases it behind the net. Apostolakis in, and David Leach had a chance, another chance, and a puck. Net comes loose. 2 more chances.
Couple of nice chances by David Leach. Tanner either made the save or just was lucky enough to be there in the spot.
How are we doing on shots on goal in this period? The Lions have 9 at this moment to looks like about 6. So the Lions have, even though they've had 2 power plays, the one against them, and it's a shot in on goal. and it just goes wide. Lions applying the pressure. Boston Prep ever dangerous. This is Pastelakis in the skates of Richie Burt. Richie scored a similar situation to how Richie scored earlier. Pastelakis, it's a 3-on-1 now for Boston Prep. Feeding back over, and it's loose, and they score. Boston Prep came 3-on-1, and the goal scorer,
goal on the rebound off of
Kevin
Ryan.
Kaiser. They came 3-on-1 on the Lions, and that's a tall task when they do that. A sophomore from Pelham, New Hampshire, scores the go-ahead goal, making it 4-3 at the 10-minute, 17-second mark. The Lions have 4 minutes and 43 seconds to get the equalizer. It's too bad because this period has been dominated by the Lions.
It took a break right there. Austin did a nice job. Brian made this initial save. There were just too many people around the net.
And this is an explosive, hard skating, fast skating team. Another shot in, and Brian makes a save. Behind the net comes to Adam McHugh, and it's dumped out. And this is Sean Patno trying to turn the corner and can't do it. Adam McHugh shoots the puck behind his net. And it comes now to Todd Fletcher, and Todd shoots it into the right wing corner. 4 minutes in the hockey game. Lions on the short end of a 4-3 score. Trying to take a few gambles. Todd Fletcher shoots it to Sean Reardon. Reardon is net is off the net is off. Boston coaches were screaming from the sideline that get the attention of the official. 3 minutes and 56 seconds in period number 3.
Johnson in a good position right here to tie it up. Got the puck down there in the Austin end.
They've done a nice job on the faceoffs tonight. Let's maybe hope that they can win another one and get the puck on goal.
Got Steve Valeri taking the faceoff, taking the draw for the Lions. Richie Burt behind him.
And the Austin coaches are signaling for a timeout. And now we don't have a timeout. Trying to get set on which players they're going to put on the ice. And they do call timeout. So Austin Prep is taking a timeout here with 3 minutes, 56 seconds in this period.
Yeah, see, what the problem was that Austin didn't have a captain out there to call a timeout. So that's why there was such a delay.
Official is making that point made pretty clear to the Austin coaches. And he's delivered that message. Faceoff's been pretty even. The Lions with a slight advantage, 25-21 in winning faceoffs tonight. And this one would be a nice one to win. Real nice up and down hockey game, hard skating game. Both teams are playing well, and I'm sure will be factors later on in this season down into February, 1st of March.
I can see Austin Prep being a strong candidate for the Super 8 of the Division I AA tournament, and Johnson is right there on the brink. They can fit it in there as well.
They certainly are one of those. They're one of those bubble teams, as you said, Howie. They're real close, and I think they've got some key games coming up with Catholic Memorial, Arlington Catholic, and Hingham, and I think they have to do something in those games to merit the invitation. This one is far from over, though. And the face-off is one controlled by Austin Prep, and they skate the puck up through center ice. Still carrying the puck is number 3 for Austin Prep, Alex Souza, doing a nice job. Lions get the puck out. It comes to center ice, and it's shot back in, knocked down by Jimmy Scanlon. He controls the puck. And it's pretty much a center ice game right now. Austin keeps the puck in, and Shannon shoves one of the Austin players out of the zone. Shot hits the side of the net. It comes up the sideboards, and it goes back into the Chelmsford end. Austin is just content now to keep the play in the Chelmsford end. Pastelakis takes the hit, gets the puck up to Reardon. Reardon breaks. Down right wing, drops it to Fletcher. He shoots the puck into the corner, and it's snapped out by Austin Prep. Pastelakis makes a nice play at the blue line. Jimmy Scanlon trying to get it back in. Pastelakis dumps it to Fletcher. He brings it back in, shoots it in, takes a bump. And the puck is kept in by the Lions, and just missing connections there. Richie Burt chases it to the corner. Behind the net, he's held. No call at this point. Todd Fletcher tries to center it, and it comes free to over Pastelakis. Scanlon just able to deflect that a little bit wide of Castonguay. And Scanlon, this line's been out a long time. Coach Fletcher looks for a line change. Lions are tired here. 2-on-1. This is great save by Castonguay. Boy, that was a big-time save.
Excellent save by Brian there. Coming post to post.
Had a nice game. This is a Pastelakis in. We've got offside. Lions almost had a break in. 1 minute 50 seconds in the third period. Austin Prep clinging to a 4-3 lead. Very similar game to the one we had in a couple nights ago with Waltham, Howie.
Yes, it was. It's, well, right now, Austin's very content to play a little defense, keep a defenseman back on the blue line, prevent any breakaway, and less than 2 minutes here, trying to come out with a win.
Lions are looking for a timeout, and they get one. They're wondering now why a captain didn't have to call timeout. Okay, so with 1 minute 50 seconds to go in the hockey game, Chelmsford has taken a timeout. Once again, rest some legs over there. Try to figure out what they're going to do, when maybe they'll pull the goalie.
Right, that's it.
Lions came into this game with an 8-3 record. They have games coming up Saturday night at Acton Boxborough. They travel next week down to Catholic Memorial, one of the giants of Massachusetts hockey. And then come back here on February 1st to play Arlington Catholic. So their schedule doesn't get any easier, that's for sure.
Three tough games they've had. This is the second of 5 tough games in a row.
All right, we're about ready to go again. And the face-off just outside the blue line, Austin Prep end. And this is Fletcher taking the face-off. And it comes free. Catno tries to whack it in, and it's dumped into the Chelmsford end. Pastelakis goes behind the net, picks up the puck, and tries to organize the rush. He skates it up and out, deflected out of the rink. So the face-off is going to be in the Chelmsford zone. One minute, 32 seconds. At what point, Howie, do you maybe think about yanking a goaltender somewhere around the minute mark?
Well, I think they want to get the puck down this end, and then.
And they have it down there. Puck is tied up in the corner. Time is ticking off. Lions trying to get it free. They can't get it free, and the Austin Prep defenseman doing a nice job. Patno had somebody at the point, but didn't see him. And Scanlon keeps it in. Nice job. 1 minute. Fletcher goes behind the net. Lions are trapped a little bit. The goalie is out, and Austin has control of the puck. And it's shot back into the Chelmsford end. Chelmsford playing without the goaltender. This is Richie Burt trying to come out with it now and not able to come out. Austin is standing at the blue line, just waiting for the Lions. We have 35 seconds left in the hockey game. The Lions dump it in, and they chase it in. Todd Fletcher poked off his stick. He's tied up in the corner and held in the corner. Chelmsford with 6 skaters, and Austin now with a 3-on-1 if they can get organized, and they fire it in wide. And misfiring on the puck, and the Lions get it out. And it's shot back in, and that's going to do it in the hockey game. It's going to be a Austin Prep victory over the Lions, 4-3. Real fine hockey game. Austin Prep getting the only goal of the third period, scoring. Let's see if we can get the time of their goal, the 10:17 mark of the third period, and making that hold up. And a young, excited hockey team right now.
Yeah, they are. They are excited about every victory, and they deserve. They played well tonight. It was a very good game. The Lions were down early, came back, tied it up, and as it breaks of the game, Austin came out with a 3-on-1, and Brian made the original save. And as the case is, and a lot of times the rebound is put away by another.
The second guy. That's right. Yeah. The Lions. Excuse me, Howie. The Lions, I thought, showed a lot of heart, a lot of character tonight. Being down twice, could have folded the tents, but didn't, and came back and folks, hung in there real well. I thought Brian Castingway had a nice night tonight, Howie.
I think Brian played very well tonight. He was on top of his game, made some nice saves, and kept the Lions in it when they weren't really connecting on their passes and things. And then the Lions took the pressure off of him and were able to score and tie the game up.
Yeah,
it was a good game all around. Good team effort.
To point out what you just said, Howie, the shots on goal unofficially, but very close, I'm sure. 46-28 in favor of Austin Prep. So it really points out almost a 2-to-1 margin.
Yeah, 2-to-1. Yep. And
at times it seemed like a 2-to-1 margin.
It did. Yeah. Right. We had some nice opportunities and just didn't capitalize on those. But the others, to come back and score 3 against this team was a fine accomplishment.
Well, congratulations to both teams. Certainly, the Lions have a number of games left against some real quality opponents. I think they're playing better and better. They're just playing real fine hockey teams right now, and I'm sure there's going to be some good things happening for them later on.
This is the heart of the season. They played Central and then Waltham and now Austin. Each game has been a little more difficult.
Right.
In talent.
Right.
The teams they played are very good.
Right.
And now they've got to step up and play Acton on Saturday and then CM next week, which has always been a tough game, and it'll be a fun game to see.
Howie, as always, it's a pleasure. I want to thank Ron and Berman for the fine work on the stats. I want to thank you and Pat Lee for doing a great job on the camera, as always. Even probably got some sound in there for us tonight, which we're very thankful for. And we're going to say goodnight. This is Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, and if you haven't seen the Lions play, folks, come on out and see them. They're worth the price of admission. Good night, and thanks for watching.
Good night.